right, model building fans, happy Halloween 2024. And I'm going way back for a kit that I've been sitting on since it first came out. It's put out by Polar Lights. I have found out that Polar Lights is still a company, so I didn't know that before, but now I do know. It is the Wolfman. I think the box is reminiscent of the original Wolfman box from the Aurora kit, where the actual werewolf inside was different than the one on the box. So I believe this is an original mold made by Polar Lights. I could be wrong. I don't know. I couldn't find that much on it. But I do not think this is an original Aurora kit mold from what we're going to see inside. That's nice box art. It's pretty cool. The copyright is 1998, so I probably bought this not long after it originally came out. So there's that. So let's take a look at what we're building. This has the original way the Wolfman looked in the original film, where the Larry character, I think Talbot, was it Larry Talbot, actually had clothes on as the werewolf, as opposed to the bare-chested version that Aurora actually put out. So let's take a look inside here and see it. Let's see what we got. It looks like it's just a lot of halves, and it's going to be a lot of gluing and trying to get rid of the seams on most of it. What I'm seeing is pretty cool, pretty easy. But again, like anything, it's not going to be the putting together that's going to be the big deal. It's going to be the paint job. So there on the back. So you can see that. What's it say? Likeness of Lon Chaney. It's talks about the likeness of Lon Chaney, so it's a licensed product for Lon Chaney estate. So it does look like a lot there. It does not look the same scale as the Aurora. It looks like it's a little smaller. I could be wrong. I don't know until I put it together. Don't know how long it's going to take to put together. So it's going to be getting that face right. Get the face right, I'll have something. Here's the instructions. It comes with whatever this is. Lon Chaney Jr. Brought the legend to life. 1941 film. So there you go. Okay, it says right here the sculpture is an accurate recreation of Chaney's Wolfman that has been synthesized by Universal Studios in the Chaney estate. So this is a relatively new molding from the 90s. I do believe this is kind of an expensive kit. When I looked to see if it was still available, all the ones I saw were aftermarket. So for all you people that don't like to see model kits built, because of the vintage of it, I bought this model to build it, so I am going to build it. Those are the instructions. Looks very easy. Got some assembly instructions. I probably got paint instructions, but I never paid attention to that. I just paint the way I want to paint it. So let's see what we can do with it. Hope you're excited for it. I know that I am. Hello, model building fans. Happy Halloween 2024. Here it is, finished. The Wolfman by Polar Lights. A kit that came out in 1999. This is a unique kit for me. I've been sitting on it for a very long time, but I'm happy that I finally got around to building it. It was certainly worth my time, and I think it came out terrific. I had a relatively easy time putting it together. Some of the fittings weren't perfect, but I was able to use some putty and other techniques to kind of get most of them out. But most of my kits always have seams in them, and you can see them pretty good. But from the distance that you're looking at it, it looks pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with it. I love this kit. The choices I made in it are unique. I went with green pants and a red shirt because I wanted it to stand out pretty well. And I think it looks pretty good. I mean, my idea is that it's a red flannel shirt and some work pants. So this is the Lon Chaney werewolf from the first appearance for the Wolfman, not the werewolf. He is a wolfman, specific. Werewolf of London was a different movie. This is the Wolfman. So Lon Chaney's first appearance as Larry Talbot as the Wolfman. I did a pretty nice job with the paint job, I think. Everything's in the paint job. I think if you can see the face here, I did a relatively good job with the face. I'm pretty happy with it. I just used the old Testors Model Master hand brush for the face. My eyesight and my hand is not as steady as it once was, so I hope you'll forgive that it's not as perfect as I'd like it to be, but I think it looks presentable. I did some basic weathering techniques with it, and I think it came out really good. So I think I used some of the Tamiya weathering to bring out some of the details in the cloth, and I think it worked pretty good. I really like the base that it came with. It's a little diorama. I always like a little diorama. I can't have too many dioramas because I take up so much space. There's the skull. He's got a skull behind him. I kind of like that. I thought it came out really good. I'm always amazed by this version of the Wolfman because if you remember when he first makes this transition from Larry to the Wolfman, he is in a t-shirt and in his regular pants, and there are different color pants, and he turns into the Wolfman. And then the next scene, when the Wolfman is really completely revealed, he not only has different clothes on, he has a shirt that's buttoned up all the way to the top. So he turned into a werewolf and changed his clothes before he went out for his first kill there in the graveyard. So it's a terrific kit by Polar Lights. It was relatively expensive online if you were to buy one now, from what I saw. I didn't do a lot of research on it, but it's a very expensive kit if you find one. So if you find one at a reasonable price, I'd pick it up. If you're a monster person, you really absolutely have to have it. It's just fantastic. So these monster kits are just the bee's knees as far as I'm concerned. So happy Halloween 2024. As always, remember, model building is forever. Let's get some young people involved in this hobby so we can get some of the prices on these kits to come down. And it's just such a therapeutic thing. I always feel so great after I built a model. And I wonder about all you other model builders out there. How do you feel when you complete a model? Do you have a certain sense of accomplishment? It's kind of a private thing. You've had a vision and you made it happen, and how special that can be. So there you go. And in the words of the Wolfman, I'd like to say, ah, woo, 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 woo.